Welcome back to the Real Estate News. I'm now with John Schneider of Property Revival. Welcome back, John. So this market is so active and we see more and more buyers getting into real estate investment. And we also heard that Property Revival was featured in Business Magazine for this. So tell us a little bit about this investment market.
Well, here in Dane County, the investment market and the real estate market is very strong. For investors getting into the market looking to potentially flip a house of something of that nature, it's a little bit tricky because obviously with a tight home buying market and low inventory, it's hard to find that deal. There's a lot of buyers out there and those properties are being bid up, so you need to make sure that you understand what the sale price of that property is going to be after you do some sort of rehab, so that you don't overpay for the property. And typically you make your money on buying a property most of the time, so you got to make sure you get it at the right value.
So give us some tips on what makes a good real estate investment. What should people look out for? What are some of the risks?
Well, some of the big risks are just walking into a property that you don't fully understand the condition, and you have to be able to be quick and act on these properties, sometimes without a inspection or as a cash offer, and to make your offer more attractive so you can get it at a lower price. So there's these games that essentially you're playing to make an offer stronger to that seller, so that potentially they're going to take your offer over another, and there's risks involved there. There's risk with the property, and really the big thing, what makes a good property a good investment is margin, and understanding the difference between your purchase price, your construction cost, and then your sale price, and making sure that there's enough margin there, and understanding what all the sales costs are. You look at these home reality TV shows where they're flipping houses, and they'll say $100,000 for the project purchase, $50,000 for the rehab, and they sell for $200,000 and there's a $50,000 profit. And there's more costs involved, the holding cost, the sales cost, the purchase cost, than just the rehab project. So understanding those is a critical thing, and making sure you're making a sound investment.
And that's an excellent point. The math isn't as simple as reality TV would have us believe. What's been Property Revival's experience in flipping homes?
Well, over the last 10 years or so, we've flipped about 200 homes here in the southern part of the state, between Dane County and Milwaukee. And we've come up with a pretty good formula and a process to analyze these houses, get them back on the market, and make a decent margin. It's not an easy game, and I think, again, it's something that people need to study up a little bit, and definitely work with a professional who's had some experience, either in some coaching or just as a real estate agent and a construction contractor who's had actual experience in this market.
And just a couple seconds left here. Any projects you want to mention?
Absolutely. We actually have 2 open houses this weekend on some projects that we've been working on. One is at 3721 Cardinal Point in Middleton. There's an open house there from 11 to 1. And then another one at 3016 Morning Dove Drive in Cottage Grove, and that one's from 2:30 to 4 p.m. on Sunday. So we'd love to see you there.
All right. Lots of great info, John. Thanks so much.
Thank you.